God be the glory, great things he hath done. So, I have to give props where props is due, and there's a couple YouTube channels, the Simple Bibleman and NY STV, and they're singing along with me, and this one Simple Bibleman, he's taking on the total depravity of man from Reformed theology, which I think that was a big R.C. Sproul, total depravity of man. And R.C. Sproul was holding hands with John MacArthur in a great old interview where R.C. Sproul says that he liked John MacArthur when they started joining forces because he called him Boris, like Boris Yeltsin? His attack dog? That was pretty wild. And that was like when R.C. Sproul was kind of, I won't be disrespectful, but he was kind of close to the end because he died, I think. Anyway, he has a great argument against the total depravity of man and how that's ridiculous that our neighbors aren't all murderers and totally deprived and like that one verse, searching to shed blood. So he was saying we need to relook at some of this stuff because it seems like some of these theologies aren't too biblical, because he had a bunch of arguments against that in the Bible. So that was one great one. And then NY STV had a great thing yesterday about breaking Babylon. I wish they'd get more specific about all these fakers and liars and thieves, but they did talk about how that the Christian church is dark, and there's like a lot of fakers, and they've given up a lot of the, old roots. Like I always talk about the Amish roots and Mennonite roots. And it's funny that this Rabbi Mantis Friedman calls his meetings Amish style. Poor in spirit, maybe? So those are two great websites that are actually starting to guru away, like kind of what I'm trying to do. Shine light in the darkness. And then there's, on the dark side, is Dana Coverstone, who's been a dreamer for a while now. He had a dream, I don't know, last year, that Trump was something like in the street, and I don't know if he was homeless. I can't remember all these dreams he's had. But his dreams are like all over the map, and he's got some fellow dreamer that he goes on with, and he'll never talk about a king or about hirelings and how they don't know the good shepherd nor hear his voice. And he has his little pray with me every day. Pray with me, pray with me. Come on, let's pray. Well, Jesus said don't pray in the street like the Pharisees, yo. So I've sent him a few messages, and he just like shuts down the messages so you can't talk to him anymore. It says, there's trouble and all this stuff. So it's always good to show interest in the ones that are telling truth, but like Dana, he's a hireling. I mean, he hasn't proved he's not, and he's just blind as a bat. He can't talk about a king. And he talks about how he knows he'll be saved. He doesn't want to talk about that other verse that says, not all should teach because they will face a much harsher judgment. If you read 1 Corinthians 3, you'll see that judgment comes by hellfire, like 7 dead seas. So sometimes it's good to think about these things and beware of what Dana is telling you. Because I don't know who it's from, but if it ain't talking about a king, that's like a warning sign that you're in the apostasy. So it's always good to keep your eyes open and seek truth. So you can listen to the Simple Bibleman and Breaking Babylon. Those guys are good. But Danny Coverstone, I don't trust him. It's pretty strange because he's proud to say that his father was a World War II bomber or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know how far this generational stuff goes, but if you're a warrior, I don't know what's going on. Like, is he a warrior for the dark side? I don't get it. I think some of these pastors don't realize that you're either going to be in the kingdom come, or you've already been in your kingdom came. And now you get to be like that Lazarus story in the 7 Dead Seas going, oh, can you bring me a drink of water? And some of us might be, hey, sorry, buddy, you lived your life. That hireling Babylon, thought you were chosen, huh? Self-chosen?